Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Salty Walty in the newly buffed Barzam. Barzam has always been pretty good in terms of ranged power, but sadly up to now its own like default weapon, Barzam Beam Rifle, has been its weakest choice in a great many ways. It also has access to both versions of the Mark II Hyper Bazooka and the Mark II Beam Rifle, all of which have certain advantages over the Barzam's own rifle. The Shrapnel Bazooka, of course, is very powerful, especially with a much ranged mod as the Barzam can put behind it. So if you're looking for a leg breaker build, that is an excellent choice. Of course, the Mark II Beam Rifle and the other Hyper Bazooka are both instant stun weapons, whereas the Barzam's main rifle needs charging, which doesn't really bother me, but also, if you need to stun somebody in a hurry, it's not the best choice. I like charging beam rifles. I think they can be extremely useful, but yeah, sometimes, especially at the higher costs where everything has 5 or 6 instant stuns, you want to be able to snap off an instant stun. That's understandable. But yeah, this does not give it any more instant stun capabilities, but it does now have a burst fire sub-weapon to... or a rapid fire sub-weapon at least. I'm not sure if it fires in bursts or if it's just, just a rapid fire version of the standard shot. So between the standard version, these Vulcans, which again, they also upgraded incidentally, and it already had half-decent Vulcans to begin with. And yeah, so it has got a whole bunch of ways to distribute build stun now. Okay, yeah, it looks like it does fire in 3-round bursts, and it will overheat if you fire it twice in a row, basically. Which, it's not bad. It probably does enough build stun to justify that if you can land all the shots. This is the Gelgud Cannon Jacobius node type, I think. Hope I've got the right pilot. I forget the names after a while. But, yeah, I like that Gelgud Cannon. It's basically the other Gelgud Cannon, but backwards. It carries a beam rifle and has a bazooka on its back. So, yeah, opposite day, basically. Let's see, this I think is a 7th Gundam. And I'm probably getting that wrong. I get a lot of suits wrong anymore. Like, it's getting worse just because there's more suits. But, okay, Gelgud Cannon decided to advance on its own, which did not work out. Good kill by Salty. And... let's see. Now, just trying to figure out what is up next. That Kapul in there is almost dead, but it looks like the rest of the team pretty much has it under control. I think as a Zeta era mobile suit, it can probably boost and jump while in the air, but not always the most efficient thing, depending on what you need to do. And I'm just trying to remember if it actually can, but I think so. I haven't given this a shot yet. I'm looking forward to doing it because I have not had a chance to play Barzam in a good while. I probably you could tell from the way I was talking it up, back when I did, Shrapnel Bazooka was my main weapon, because if you're going to have that much firepower and be able to do that much, limb damage, you may as well, try to break some legs. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a shot. Let's see. Time to respawn. So far, they are doing really well. 65-25 to 35-25. So yeah, really solid round. And let's see. There's the Kapul. Quick burst of rapid fire, followed by some individually charged shots. It feels like if you're firing uncharged shots with the main version of the beam rifle, being able to switch between the two of them is going to make it a lot more viable to just switch between them and let the heat gauges on each of them cool down. So, which, yeah, at range, the other thing with the Barzam beam rifle is relatively easy to overheat because because it is. And so that would leave you with nothing but Vulcans for a while. They're good Vulcans, but yeah, options are important. Let's see, speaking of Vulcans, he is using them to gun down that Gelgud, and it worked. That, I have I have been on the other side of that kind of tackle, and man, if that looked that way on the other person's screen, I bet they are not happy right now, because wow. Just yeah, I have done that. I have moved in, tried to stab, boosted away, and then the tackle would catch me, and yeah. Okay, good kill and perfectly timed, because whoever downswung Salty caught him just after he finished that person off. And okay, it was violent, and yeah, teammate took care of that. There's that Gelgug again, and let's see, yeah, he is okay. Good time for builds. Good time for allies to stun that, and there it goes. Yeah, that is that's definitely a suit that needs to be like behind a good wall of allies, and if it ends up trying to frontline, it's in trouble. But yeah, especially since Salty can just outbuild stun relatively fast here. Man, the melee defense on that Kapul is something. But okay, okay, I am amazed. That looks like it did not hit any allies, and that is just minor miracle, honestly. Okay, somebody else got the Kapul, but Salty got the assist. That's good. That 7th Gundam, which I'm pretty sure that's what that is about to drop. Kind of surprised. Okay, there's the assist. I was about to say, kind of surprised he didn't get an assist there, but yeah, I am feeling for that Gelgug cannon pilot. I have been that I've been that support player. I have been in the middle of a big mess I couldn't get out of, and decided to just try and go toe to toe and have it not work. Which sometimes you gotta, but yeah, frustrating. Let's see. Yeah, that Kapul has really, really heavy defenses. I didn't remember it being that that hardy, but if it has head buffer, its whole body is basically the head, I think. So that would provide a lot of defense in the same basic way that Juagu does. Okay, well the tackle magic was not quite on his side this time. Looks like the enemy team managed to defuse with the amount of lead they have. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, this is this one. Okay, that is a death, and I think that's probably going to be it for Salty for this round, because I don't think he has time to respawn and do anything practical. So we'll see. Nope, doesn't even have time to respawn. But yeah, that was a good round. Barzam looks really good. Like I said, looking forward to taking it out. Want to try the new rifle setup. And now that it's buffed, I might want to try and run the shrapnel again. But yeah, that was a good one. And let's take a look at the final stats. Final stats are... Okay, somebody else managed... the Baram managed to get top score, but Salty got 151,000 damage, top assist, and top diversion. So, yeah, definitely busy that round. 5 and 2, yeah, and just all the damage forever. So yeah, that looks really good. Thanks again for sending in the round, Salty. I really appreciate it. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Okay, so the changes. At level 1, which is where this is, hit points were increased from 16,500 to 18,000, so another 1,500 HP. They gave it more part slots, one more close range part slot from 10 to 11. 2 mid-range went from 14 to 16. Long range also 1 from 8 to 9. At level 2 and 3, it got the reaction booster program. Level 2 gets level 1, level 3 gets level 2. Saying it that way was probably the most confusing way I could possibly do it. Let's see. Yeah, the Vulcan pod system is now the Barzam Vulcan pod system. Power at level 1 is increased from 90 to 100. It got a 20 meter range boost, 180 meters to 200, and does more build stun now. So that is pretty good. And yeah, the rapid beam rifle is a new sub weapon that is only available when the Barzam beam rifle is equipped. So it wasn't at level 1. It wasn't. Oh yeah, this is level 2 because it comes in at 450. I forgot that. So Yeah, at level 1, it was not previously too far off the mark. The general average at level 1 is 49.6. It was at 47.7%. Across all generals, the average rival win rate is 50.4%. It was at 49.3. Damage dealt average is 65,000. It was at 61,971, so almost 62. Amount of mobile suits lost, average is 3.2. It was at 3.3. So yeah, at level 1, not too bad. Starting at level 2 is when things start to drop off, though. At 500, the average win rate for generals is 50.9%. It was at 46.6. Similar spread between rival win. 51.8 across all generals. It was at 46.9. And yeah, the damage just dropped off considerably there. Average across generals is 70,003 at 500, and the level 2 was doing 62,951. It's also losing 0.2 more MS. The average is 3.1. It had 3.3. So yeah, that was where things started to get rough. Pretty much continued into level 3. The average across all generals for wins there, 49.4. Level 3 was 45.3. Even 50% rival win rate for generals. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. And the Barzam level 3 had 44.7%. Damage dealt, though, it was, for some reason, it was much closer on that than the level 2 is. Average across all generals at 550 is 69,581. And the Barzam was at 67,101, which is basically the closest it got on any of its 3 levels. That said, it was also facing more losses. Average for a general is 3.1 mobile suits lost per round. Barzam was at 3.4. So yeah, definitely worth overhauling it. And yeah, I want to give this a shot now that I've seen what it can do.